So welcome to a new Game Stuff episode, and I got a few things to talk about today, some things here that I think are going to be really interesting, and I will ask you guys, what have you picked up in the way of new game stuff? New video games, old video games, merch, figures? Let me know, and everybody else down below, what you grabbed.
I think there are a few new items on the shelves that might catch your eye.
Okay, my first item is a very, very special one for me personally, and I'm just going to show it right now. It is a boxed Newtopia. Oh my goodness. On the TurboGrafx, this is an action role-playing game. Yes, it is a Zelda clone. We all know that. We know that. But you know what? This is an excellent Zelda clone. And this was Zelda on the TurboGrafx. And I gotta say, the graphics were amazing at the time. And I worked all summer, back when I was 15 years old, to get my boxed copy of Newtopia. And I loved it. And I remember opening it up and getting rid of the box. Can you believe it? Oh, and it's haunted me so much that I got rid of the box because it's one of my most beloved games. I really, really enjoy this game. Even my friend Andrew loves this game. We have a bit of a love affair of it, you know, from back in the day. And it really meant a lot to us on the TurboGrafx. And yeah, I gotta say, why? Why did I need to get a boxed copy of it? I'm just gonna sum it up this way. I picked this up when I was 15 years old. I'm 50 now. And this is kind of like my window back to the past. And as I'm getting older, my memories are getting more and more sweeter to me. More and more memorable, you know, living in my parents' house, being in the basement playing this all day. It really means a lot to me. And yes, I just did an episode on games that are not in my collection, games that I was missing in my collection, games that I wanted to get in my collection. And you know what? I went onto eBay and I did find a cheap copy of this. And I was like, okay, fine. I will bend to the eBay gods and pick this up. Rival Schools, United by Fate. A real classic for me, And I picked this up back in the day. I got a copy of it. And me and Rob played the heck out of it. And I just love the combos. I love the brand new characters. I love the brand new franchise. This is a brand new franchise back then. And I really wish Rival Schools United by Fate would make a return. I wish Capcom would, look at some of their old IPs and say, we need to bring this back because I really think this game needs to be remastered or remade from the ground up. It's a true classic. Yeah, and one of those ones that I remember sitting in my parents' basement, smoking, playing it late at night, having a beer. I always remember that. Okay, this arrived. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge Anniversary Edition with Usagi Yojimbo. And I loved Usagi Yojimbo as a kid. Me and my friends always used to have comic books and we loved it. We thought he was such a great character. And I remember me and the Katos down the street, we always had these big volumes of Usagi Yojimbo. And it's so great to see him in this game and, with the extra characters and all of that. And I've had so much fun playing Shredder's Revenge. I was just away for about 3 weeks, and I played this and finished it again with my nephew multiple times. We absolutely adore it, and I'm really happy to have the extra characters.
You were no match for me.
Okay, now this next game, I could not find it anywhere. I went onto Amazon, it said, not for sale anymore, and I'm like, no! And that game is Scorn right here. And this is the special edition, Deluxe edition. And this is a really interesting game. I remember a couple of years ago at Halloween, we did an episode on it where Rob came over and we played Scorn together. And we talked about it in the Halloween episode. And I was like totally thinking it was so amazing, like so H.R. Giger and so alien and so mysterious and creepy. And I'm like, I love this. Rob really loves this game, but I couldn't find it for sale anywhere. It was driving me crazy. It finally went back up. I ordered a copy a couple of weeks ago. Really happy to have a physical copy of Scorn. Okay, I did grab this, and this is very interesting. I don't buy physical copies of VR games too much. I don't know why. I don't really think of them as collectible or something. I don't know what that even means. But I picked up this Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition. And I wanted a physical copy because I want to play the full game. I played the demo and I loved it. I thought it was really, really cool. And I was like, I've got to play this game and I want to own it. There was something about that. I'm like, I really want to own it and really delve into it. I like the PlayStation VR 2. I don't play it as much as I should. And I'm going to definitely be popping this in this week and getting into the Star Wars VR world. That's kind of a great combination for me.
So wonderful.
Here's one I grabbed on the cheap, Pocky and Rocky Reshrined, right here. And this is a really classic game. It used to be out on the Super Nintendo. I rented it back in the day and I played it and I was like, look at these graphics. It was 2-player. It was really a good game. But it was one that I never owned. I kind of rented it and I played it a bit and I was like, oh, I really wish I had a friend over for that 2-player, to get into that even more. And I returned it and I never rented it again, and that was the end. And over the years, I've seen this for sale and I was like, yeah, I need to snag this. And so I finally did. Really happy to get this game. So we've already played this game. We got a digital copy of it. Happy to have a physical copy of it. And this is for Persona 3 Portable. Yes, the remaster of the original game. And I gotta say that Kim right now is playing Persona 3 Reload in the other room, and she absolutely adores that game. She kind of liked this game, but she was like, it's okay. But when she got Reload, she's like, no, I think I'll stay this direction with it.
You must channel your inner strength.
And because I got the Analog Duo and I've been loving it, I've been playing so much of it, it's been ridiculous. I couldn't even film enough videos to show all the games I've been playing on the Analog Duo. But I picked this up and I've really wanted one of these for a long time. An Avenue Pad 6-button controller for the PC Engine. And this is from back in the day. And the reason why I wanted this controller is because it has 6 buttons on it. And there's so many fighting games and things like Fatal Fury Special and things that I want to play with this controller so I can have access to the 6 buttons. And to be honest with you, I just love anything that has the PC Engine logo on it. I think that's just amazing. It's just, I don't know, isn't that funny? This PC Engine logo genuinely makes me happy. It actually makes me happy.
PC Engine.
Okay, now we're moving on to this item. I've only opened the box. I haven't gone inside, so I don't know quite what is going on here. Very exciting. This is sent over by Square. So for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And this is just wild stuff. I mean, oh my goodness. Let's just open this up.
Shall we pick up the pace?
Move this out of the way. Oh, Shinra Electric Power Company. Look at this. Oh my God, the box is beautiful. Oh my God, the box is gorgeous. So I guess we open it up. Let's open it up and see what is going on here. So it opens up this way. So I'll show you guys everything that I'm seeing. Look at this. Oh my. And so a little bit of a write-up, I guess, on the game. Here, from the creative director. You open this up. And then, what do we got here? Whoa. So here we go. Shinra Electric Power Company. And from a couple of spoilers, I don't want to really show some of that, but oh, they're like postcards. They're like postcards. Sorry if there's any spoilers in these postcards. There's good old Sephiroth. God, we know him so well, don't we?
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
It's really nice that they sent something like this over. It's funny for me. All of a sudden, I just get a UPS guy knocking on my door and it's like, here, here's for you. And I'm like, what is this? What is this? I'll get to this in a second. Oh, I like this. Use a cushion to rest here. This is from the rest areas in the game. You just kind of sit down and get your hit points back and all of that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a very important game for me, and I adore it. I'm going to say something pretty crazy soon. It's up there as like probably my game of the year.
Best they had.
What is this? Oh my God. It's a Chocobo neon light. Like, look at this thing. This is incredible. I don't have I got no way to plug it in right now, but look at that. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that cool? Wow.
Aw, isn't he just the cutest?
Man, that is something really, really cool. So definitely I want to thank them for sending this over. That's just absolutely amazing.
You're done.
Okay, we have one more thing. This was sent over by Sony. This is ridiculous. And I did not get to reviewing this game. I have downloaded the game. I'm going to play the game with some friends. And first, I'll be honest, I didn't even know what the game was, and that's Helldivers. And they sent this over, a Helldiver package here. And the main thing in the package, I'm just going to show you, is this. Are any of you guys playing this game? Let me know what you think about it. It is a Helldiver hoodie. Isn't that wild? Helldivers right there. Isn't that amazing? Super cool. And I didn't even know what the game was. I must be crazy that way. I was like, what's Helldivers? Oh, it's just some online game or something like that. And all of my friends have been playing it saying, you need to get on this game. We need to play this game. It's like Starship Troopers. You know, you'll have so much fun playing it. I'm like, okay, I'll get to it for sure. Okay, the last items I picked up were from my local video game store, Press Start Games. And they are Nintendo Powers. A whole bunch of old Nintendo Powers. And I used some store credit I had there, and I went through their bins and I found all of these, and I'm like, these make me feel good. What do you guys think of the old Nintendo Power? Do you still collect it? It's such a warm spot in my heart. When just like this, I hold this up and have Super Metroid there. It's just so great. And look at this, from the original Mario Karts. The original Mario Karts. And it's just such a trip flipping through these magazines and look, seeing some of the great old comic books in there, you know, with Zelda going on. Great stuff. I mean, I miss Nintendo Power. I subscribed to Nintendo Power until they ended it. And because I finally got older and I was like, hey, I can finally order Nintendo Power. Because my parents would never order me Nintendo Power. My friend Andrew had a subscription. I was so jealous. And these are such a beautiful blast to the past. Like this is from the GameCube era for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Just flipping through these things are just absolutely amazing. They make me feel good. They make me feel good. Like flipping through here, seeing Super Metroid. It just makes me feel like super awesome. It makes me just remember my childhood. And as I said earlier, I'm 50 now. And at one time, I was 14 years old playing the NES. And those days are long past, even though I'm still playing the NES now. But man, those old memories are so sweet. And something that I just like to have a physical copy of, that I can pick it up and go, oh yeah, that was a wonderful time. It really was a wonderful time in gaming back then. A much more innocent time. So I'll ask you guys, what have you picked up in the way of new game stuff? Let me know down below. So anyways, guys, until next time.